Hello and welcome back to Strawman Gaming. We are back in Dead Cells, and this man is telling me that this is a strange place. This is Strawman Gaming, I'm your Strawman, and this is a strange place. This is going to be very pretty when it's done. It's your doing, isn't it? Ah, yes. Obviously all this is your doing. Like all the rest, I guess. I love when people are cryptic. So this is basically where everything we unlock gets hung. So it's my health potion, and there should be a bleed sword, which I haven't as yet unlocked. I'll take the bow again, so I'm just not interested in shields. Yes, I'm dead again. I know what you've done. Yes, I know all your little secrets. I'm noting them all down in my little book. That's my job. You've been killing things, I see. So it says total number of runs 3 because you might have seen at the end of the last episode, my hotkey for recording is Control-Shift-R. Pressing Control or Shift makes you roll forward. It's making me smash the door, which made me start the run, so I had to revert to. So this is my third run, but yeah, you haven't missed anything. Okay, and this is, I think, time attack mode, which I'm not interested in. When we get better, or the game comes to full release and there's achievements tied to that, we might do it. But for the time being, I'm only interested in the core game. I'm gonna try and do better than last time, which normally means being more aggressive in my experience. Because that just suits my playstyle better. I don't get bored and overthink things, or forget to use my skill for the entire playthrough. Until I realise I should be using it. I think, look, don't know what that is. Meant to be an Iron Maiden? Because I read that Iron Maidens didn't actually exist. I want that, but I need to get more gold. They were created for movies, basically. Okay, so this is where anywhere I can go. Right, I have to come to the other side. But they're such a mainstay of fantasy that it would be genuinely surprising if they weren't a real thing. I'm trying to think of an example, but they were in the example that comes to mind is they're in Divinity Original Sin. There was like a sentient Iron Maiden that you had to kill to get a Bloodstone or a Starstone. I can't remember which it was at that point. You know what? Those aren't that bad. Maybe I need to learn to mash Y. Mummy Rob can't do anything with it. Yeah. These guys can't do melee attacks, so bit of gold. So that means I can go and get that scroll now. I could actually do it before I picked up that malachite. Malachite? Malachite feels more correct, but I'm sure malachite. No, that's too stupid. It can't be malachite. Yeah, let's just go with malachite. Give me that scroll. So tactics first. Let's do it. I wonder if survival, like, you don't get the diminished returns on your health, and that's how they make that beneficial. Because survival is stuff like shields, which, you know, aren't offensive items. So that, you know, if you just get stronger and stronger shields, you just become like tanky, but with no damage output. So I wonder if that's how they minimize that effect, ruining the viability of green items. I don't know. And maybe one day, why has this guy got a star above his head? He has a scroll of power. I did not know. Let's take more tactics. And hope for a bow. Oh, this one's doing work. Problem with they might have changed this. Problem with bows is they don't work against bosses. Because when an enemy is alive, your arrow remains stuck in it. So I'm never getting those 2 arrows back until he's dead. And if it's a boss, you fire your 5 arrows into it. And that's all you've got. You're not getting more arrows until that thing's dead, so you have to hit it with your sword. So perhaps that's why they've incentivized a more balanced playstyle, just because it's fundamentally untenable to try and make a run that's entirely focused around tactics. Yep, that's it. Be miles away from it, hit him with your sword. Yeah. I don't know. You know, game design is a confusing and complicated thing, and people much more talented than myself spend their whole lives devoted to it, and I'm going to criticize them for making bows underpowered against bosses. I don't think so. I mean, I absolutely think so. You know, this exists in the public eye. Oh. I'm going to ignore that item. This exists in the public eye as a work of art. It is something I paid for. Therefore, it is I'm entitled to critique it and offer suggestions. But you know, as with all of free speech, people are under no obligation to take those comments seriously, or think I have any right to be taken seriously. But you know, the merit of my comments, you know, lives and dies on how well I, you know, own talking sense. So if we unlock the blood sword, I think we get the blood sword. And yeah, I'll do gold recovery. So it means you basically start with 3,000 gold. Eventually that goes up to I think 20,000. But the it used to be, if you'd leveled that up, you were just broken at the start of the game. You could just buy everything in all the shops and you're instantly overpowered. But I think they've tweaked it. So slightly less damage per second, but you do stack bleed on them, so it does kill them quicker. Oh, and this one fires now too. I wasn't paying attention. I haven't got any skills as yet. The survival might be cool. Or double the ammunition. Or a respawn. So what, let's take the respawn just for longevity, so you can actually see more of the game. Because the last one was, I think, 20... Let's look at the recording. 25 minutes of audio. So I think probably 24 minutes of gameplay. Yeah. This heals you as well. So maybe this one will be longer. Maybe I'll do better. If I do better, this one will be longer. And a chance to respawn, I think, at full health will certainly help my odds of surviving longer. As will this chicken drumstick. Because all the problem with the last episode was that we got to that elite boss, elite enemy. It's like a mini boss, I guess. I'll give it that much. And we hadn't done our due diligence. We hadn't gone back and gotten that kebab. We saw it, and I was like, sosh. Sosh? Sod it. Well, you know, it'll be fine. We're going to the next area. I'll get to heal before. See, 2 minutes quicker. Like, you just have to book it. I think you really have to prioritize them, but I think once you open them once, there's no benefit to doing it again. But that might just be a complete lie. Ow. I do not like them. I haven't quite mastered fighting them. At no level have I mastered fighting them. I haven't quite mastered it. Talking nonsense. That heart in the bottom left is quite big and distracting. I wonder if there's a UI scaling option. Mummy Bob, okay. I don't remember seeing one. It doesn't mean that there isn't one. Okay. If we just go around inflicting bleed, eventually things will just... I've forgotten the controls. I was trying to like, why can't I fire my bow? It's why. I was like pressing B and all sorts of idiotic nonsense. So let's heal. Because, you know, we're early into the level. There's no reason I shouldn't waste my only healing item. So there's always a gardener's key up there. I wonder if that's like, So it looks like I'm going to need this respawn item, because this is bad, man. Increase my damage with my sword. And that heals me. Oh, wait. There was a chicken leg back here. I can't believe I forgot how to find my bow. There's 2 buttons you use to attack with. Don't know, I just got mind flooded. There we go. Now we're back in the game, boys. Nearly dead after 10 minutes. And the, the last one had like kind of the introduction and a bit of explaining. This one's just mostly gameplay, so. What? I don't even know what happened there. I just pressed B again to use my bow. Why have I got that in my head that that's bow? It's not bow in Dark Souls. It's not bow in anything else I'm playing. Yeah, the sandals, Spartan sandals, I think they certainly used to be terrible. Maybe they're better now, but I don't know. They're like a kick. I think they can stun, or maybe do a small amount of damage. The background is nice. In fact, we should talk about the art style. The pixel art? Yeah, pixel art is excellent. And it's fluid, and it's like just really like attractive, because a lot of pixel art is really ugly. And this is a complete straw man of an argument, but like games like, yeah, I guess Undertale wouldn't even count. Oh, 2 of them. Welcome to my hell. Luckily, I got to respawn. Good. Is Undertale pixel art? It's just super ugly. But I don't know if it's just like low resolution. But, so games like Enter the Gungeon, that's another Devolver Digital game. This isn't Devolver Digital, but my other series I'm playing at the minute is, so that's why I'm referencing that. That's pixel art, and it's not an attractive game, but it's well done pixel art, whereas this is pixel art that I think is an attractive game. I think they've worked very hard to... Because there used to be some assets that kind of didn't really work. Like, you'd see them and like, that doesn't really fit, and this leads to a mummy rub, if it's the same every time. Did I respawn with full health? I've squandered that much of it already. That would make me very upset. I'll pay that for a thrust gun. Oh no. Inventory grenade. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about me squandering all my health and being useless. True story. But we should be on the lookout for runes in walls, in corners. That feels gettable. But if we beat that enemy that we died against last time, we'll get the vine tickling rune, so we can come back here, and that opens a new path for us. So that'll be progress, and that's permanent progress because you get to keep that. That was very near the end of us. Okay, had to focus there. I don't know where the training dummy is for these guys. There he is. Die, die, die. It's my little, what's his name? Reaper? Overwatch character impression. I'm noticing that with the bow, it makes me feel like enemies can't hurt me. They must be too far away. Which is folly, obviously. Okay, so this will give me a small health upgrade. Which will put me slightly further from death. There's a nice amount of auto-aim on that. Not enough to be patronizing, but enough to make it functional. Because if it just fired entirely horizontally, like a contra, or you could fire it in 8 directions, that would be... I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just 10 dead cells. Which will almost certainly be meaningless for me because Oh, no, no. I've made it no. I don't want to be up there. Okay. This is going to be... another quiet, perfect play. Which that wasn't, but I didn't get hit. So, in the only sense that matters, that was perfect play. In the sense that I'm still alive. I really don't want to fight that elite zombie. They give you... they give you better loot? There's no chicken or kebabs on the map, is there? Man, there's a lot of stuff down there. So it's a scroll of power and gold, essentially. Can you heal me? No. I haven't thrown my grenade yet. Teleport. Get me out of here. Get me a kebab. Get me something. Anything. Just heal me, man. I've already used my respawn. Okay, so we're at the boss again. "17 minutes. We've got to go again." So that was played even worse than last time. So that's good. But we get a little gold to start with. So again, we've unlocked something. We've made permanent progress. It makes it easier to make permanent progress in the future. I feel like they've made this harder. Because the first time I played this, I made really good progress and was really pleased with myself. A new door. I see. Get the cursor off. That was the perfect time to try and get the cursor off the screen. Why is it still here? There we go. That's not my fault. That was a user experience issue. I was trying to improve your viewing pleasure. But enemies at this point hit very, very gently, so that's not a big deal. Last time we did purple, so that's good brutality. That's what I know. You know, it's the same in Dark Souls. I kill things with swords, they die. Well, if I kill them, of course they die. But I hit things with swords, they die, and the world makes sense to me. Whereas with bows, it's crazy gibberish. Frontline shield. Heck. So that button is upstairs to open that door. Which I'm hoping there's something good behind. Oh, shoots the ladder, I guess. Press the button. Oh, it's just progress log. Okay. It's amazing how nice game feel is something you can't quantify. So I'm unlocking a lot of stuff, you know, and you can't demonstrate it, but it just feels really, really nice. And it flows really well. The controls are accurate, apart from the downwards smash thing that keeps screwing me. But again, that is most likely my fault. Oh, so I'm hoping these have changed, because these were too hard before, and any damage I take in here carries back into the real game. So I have to kill 86 enemies in 2.5 minutes without taking any damage. These used to be like kind of platforming challenges more than anything. Well, door has been sealed. It's 20 damage that I take with me. Did I do it this way? I did not. Branching path is fun. Is this a shop? Oh no, a chest. Glad I came back. Ooh, electric whip. What do you scale with? Oh, purple. So I'll get with my bow. Oh no, you scale with red. You scale with both. That's good. It's very, very fast, but does quite little damage. But it homes, so it's really good against little enemies. Was there anything else it does? Yeah, so if I can get something that sets something on fire, this will do double damage against it. And stuff like that can create really interesting synergies that really do change the way you play the game. But at the minute, it's very much hit enemy dies, you know, dungeon crawler type thing. But with some of the later synergies, the game really does become a very different experience. Okay. But it's not a very powerful whip. So that's a flame grenade, fire grenade. So if I can throw that at somebody, you know, because I haven't used my grenade yet. And here's another thing I'm going to fail to use properly. This scales with green though, so that answers my question about what does scale with green. Is it just shields or is it stuff like this? So that'll hold in there. Oh. Can't believe I get hit by an enemy in a bear trap. It's idiotic. So most things we've got scale with red, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I know it's brutality, but it scales with red, purple, and green. You know, why complicate it? Okay, we're smashing a pot. I wondered why the noise was different. There we go. It feels like we are doing significantly more damage now. Have we... No, there's an area we missed. Down and to the left. Which is, of course, our shop. Ice grenade, infantry grenade. So again, that does damage on burning targets. So if I could get a burning grenade, that would synergize nicely. But what does this scale with? Purple. So the bear trap, the fight launches 2 and recharges quicker. Because the ice grenade does a little bit of damage, and but you really want it for the immobilizing effect. So I'm just going to keep the bear trap. How much better is this one? So bear trap 1 versus bear trap 2. Oh, a swarm of biter. That's good. Swarm of biters are little bugs that crawl along the ground doing damage to things. And if you, again, it might have been rebalanced, but it used to be if you could stack biters, you were going to have a great time and go far. So I hope they haven't nerfed them too far, but they weren't overpowered. They weren't not fun. What's this? He's dead. Oh no. I'm no doctor, but being stabbed through the sternum with a great sword isn't, you know, tends to be lethal. Can we take the sword? That's compassion. What's this? Ooh, 1,500 gold. Did we miss a gold door? No. No. Let's journey on. And unlock our... is it called a broadsword? Yeah, broadsword, cool. Cool. Shield, nah. Infantry bow, yeah, so if I use that at close range, it gets critical blow, which I think is double damage or 4 times damage, but it's significant, so you can kind of just use it more like a melee weapon. So I might as well work on that, because that would seem to fit my playstyle quite nicely. This is too slow. I've used it, they might have sorted it out, but it used to be too slow, just unusable to me. And things like upgrading your health flask so you can have 2 heals and gold recovery. These are all useful things, and recycling is good as well. But so which is better, a respawn or HP? So I mean, you can fully heal if you kill 100 enemies, or if you want to be really pedantic, 97. Let's try it. We've done the first 2. Well, we've done 2. Let's try this kind of it's not lifesteal, but it's like lifesteal. Use the thing. Sorry. So hopefully we should be a little bit less squishy. We should spend more time at full health. But again, there's mechanics can't cure incompetence. So we'll see how we go. Okay. Doing better than last time already. Three minutes ago. Okay. I think you genuinely just have to ignore everything, just run past all enemies, because there's nothing compelling you to kill any of these enemies if you don't want to. If you don't need the dead cells, if you don't need the gold, then they're just a distraction, primarily. Yeah, get grenaded. Actually, get bear trapped. Okay, so the bear trap against them is going to be really useful, as long as I can remember to use it. And if I take a single point of purple to try and make them a little bit better. Or I wait until my cooldown's done to attack them. Or I just do enough melee damage in the first place to negate my problems. So I'm obviously going to go tactics here. I mean, I find those goals frustrating that force your hand, but I think they are good for making you want to spread out your points. Ow. So the whip isn't crushing it yet. You get versions of weapons that like it's like idiotic. They do double damage, receive double damage and stuff like that. The whip becomes really powerful because it hits so quickly but does so much damage. You can kind of the fact that you're twice as squishy doesn't really matter. What am I doing? Get. Okay. Get out my way. Yeah. Okay, so this the 2 points of healing isn't, you know, it's not groundbreaking, earth-shattering. It doesn't affect the ground in any quaking or breaking or shattering fashion. But I'm sure it is useful. It's got to be a mummy robe, right? Yep. When will I learn? I think the stuff above the timer in the bottom right might be the seed. I don't know if this game has seeded runs. So like in The Binding of Isaac, there's a code of 8 numbers. He always hits so much faster than I think he's going to. 8 numbers and letters that generates everything that goes ahead of you, so you can share that with other people. And they can experience what you experienced, and you can compete and see how you do. So I assume the CF21FECD9 is a seed. But I've never seen a screen to type it in, so I cannot confirm that. Might as well heal. So this will be something I can't do. Is that what this whole experience has been telling me? So stupid. Absolutely no reason to get hit by that. Your electric whip fodder, thank you. And let's have a quick So yeah, 3 up, 1 up. Take more damage. Do more damage. Oh, you can roll in the air. I wonder if that's useful for much. The electric whip, I think it does more damage if you're in water, but I don't think you spend very long in water in this game. And I kind of wish it did like a cleave effect so it hit everything in front of you. There are weapons like that, like the spears, I think, and you've got spears that if you stab an enemy through an enemy, they'll do additional damage, which I think is quite cool. Can I have a better sword? No. I'm not too keen on the bounce blade, but yeah, it does 25% more damage and double damage, which with that weapon I don't really want. What do you scale with? Purely purple. I'm taking Frost Blast just for control, because it freezes enemies. So those teleporty jerks, they can be hard countered by that, but I could probably do that with my skills that I just continue to forget to use. I'll get better. I'll get more used to it, but I am still a beginner. You know, this is our 3rd run. Remember when I said on the first run you'll unlock the vines, and the second one you'll unlock Mummy Rub, and we're on our 3rd run, and I haven't done either. Because I am what hubris looks like. So we're in a good position here. Oh, it doesn't look like it right now. Ugh. My goodness. Okay, so we killed it somehow. And you get these runes and you absorb them. There used to be a man who, maybe there still is, a man that got very upset about you using runes. Like, he maintained they were his and he was like behind bars. So maybe he's still there. The vines have been changed. They look a lot better. They used to be really kind of dark, dull green and didn't really fit in with the aesthetic. But they've been fixed, and I like them. Now, was there anywhere we couldn't get to previously because of... Yes, there. So let's go back and find the... What am I doing? Just go. Find the nearest teleporter. And take it to the nearest teleporter. This probably is another path. This might be the toxic sewers, which I'm not ready to subject myself to just yet. Oh no, it's a chest. Fantabulous. Give me a melee weapon. So these are good. Don't get me wrong. Recover 1% of your life. Oh, but take 2.5 times damage. Yeah, I ain't afraid. I should be. So 100 hits and something dies. And we are fully healed. If you hit something 3 times, the 3rd hit is ludicrously powerful. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's almost certainly going to cause my death. But, you know, at least it's not boring. And we kind of, what, we're at 34 minutes. So we're kind of due a death. But again, maybe... taking extra damage will mean I won't die as... See, that 3rd hit is just brutal now. Especially if we can freeze him. 1, 2, 3, get wrecked. Yeah, okay. It's going okay. But I think a single hit from one of those would probably kill me at this point. I was quite nervous, and I remain quite nervous because this is I'm very, very glass cannon-y. If you're paying attention at home, if the lift's already at the top, does that mean I can do something down here, or oh no. So, I was going to say because I had to bring it up, it meant it was useless for me. Okay, so we've got 2 ways to freeze people. Ice grenades, bear traps, and ice blast thing. So we have a decent amount of crowd control that if I, stop panicking and actually use it properly, could be very effective. What else does it do? So slowdown is 4 times as long. When I'm healed, that does more damage. Biters, okay. Cool. That is a lot of damage. Took away, what, like 60% of my health? No, we need a new melee weapon. This is too dangerous. This is the kind of responsibility I cannot handle. And those guys hit really, because they're so easy to avoid, they hit really, really, really hard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So just play a little slower. There's no rush. No one's going to be impressed if you get this run done in record time. There's going to be, all they'll remember is that you died doing something that was unnecessary. Oh, of course that scales with it. That makes sense. So is the ice water frozen? Doesn't seem to. Well, it seems to have an effect on it. Okay. Remember these levels being this long? Oh, okay, so I can't... Is this the ossuary? I can't quite see. So I can't get up there because I haven't got wall jump or whatever. Does the map tell me? Or the prison depths. So I think that's the hard mode, or like the hardest path. But I'm looking for the ramparts, which would probably be up rather than down. And we continue going left to right, because I am unquestionably the good guy, and good guys go right to left. I will go back, but I couldn't see the targeting dummy, so it made me very afraid. I see it now. Hate it. Okay, we're doing all right. The health. Get 1, 2, 3. Get retapped. Frozen, and you can get bear trapped. Oh, but you can still hit me. Oh my heck! I did say that weapon would get me killed, but again, it's a run, and we got the vine rune. So I'm getting the end of the episode there. If you enjoyed the episode, click a like button, leave a comment down below saying what you liked about it. If you didn't enjoy the episode, hit that dislike button, leave a comment down below saying what you didn't like about it. I make new content every single day, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. This has been Strawman Gaming. I'm your Strawman, and I will see you tomorrow.